Hey guys, so the index closed at 8216. What triggered this? What's the news item that caused it to go up? And let's talk about what the charts are telling us on how we can analyze it and where it's probably headed. Is this something that will last or is this something that will stop later on? Check this video out. Hi everyone, so this is Marvin Germo. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and please smash that bell so you get updated every time I create new content about the stock market. I try to make at least one video, but over the past few weeks I've been doing more than one video, but with one goal, one heart in mind, so that I can update you so that you can win and you can trade the markets with confidence. So enjoy the rest of the video. So guys, I'm about to board for my flight, but I'm trying to take this opportunity to be able to update you also and give you the right rudiments on how you can trade and how you can win in the markets. Let's wait for that to finish.
Thank you for waiting. Philippine Airlines Flight PR 310 bound for Hong Kong. Summary talks to passengers for boarding to gate number 11. Kindly proceed now to gate number 11 and board the aircraft. Thank you.
So I'm about to board. It's for Stocksmart Singapore. I'm actually excited. Sessions start tomorrow already. And for those who are attending, I hope that you guys learn a lot so that you guys can win using fundamentals and technical analysis. So two things. I'll answer this from a news perspective first. Possible triggers in terms of what may have caused this to go up. Then we're gonna go with the charts in the back half of this video. So if you want to know the reason why this is moving, I'm gonna say what could have caused people to have bought. Please remember, sentiment changes based on people's perception on whether they should buy or not. So there could be catalysts that could cause people to buy the market or buy the stock altogether. But before I also go with the news, I'd like to point out a couple of things. Number one, foreigners are back. Yesterday, there was a net foreign buying. Today, also, we have net foreign buying. So it was what I've mentioned in the previous videos. It's foreigners, it's institutions that bring markets up. It has to be them willing to buy higher. It has to be them also willing to buy at a point where they buy it higher than where the current price is. And as what I've mentioned over the past weeks, 8.1 is some sort of a resistance level that we need to break past the 8.1 level for us to somehow push and go up. And that's where we are right now. We're above the 8.1 level with foreign buying. Not just foreign buying, we have a larger volume. Value turnover today was around 8 billion. Past few weeks, it was around 5 billion. So it gives a shroud of conviction. Please remember this. The larger the volume, the larger the conviction, the larger the volume, more people are participating in it as well. So another thing that I like to mention is this. I mentioned that what could cause this to push up is you have to watch out for the the top large cap stocks, because the larger the large cap stocks are, the certain moves from them will cause the markets to go higher as well. So today, it was pretty much SM. SM had a large amount of value turnover, but not just a large amount of value turnover. If I remember it properly, it was up over 6%. So that alone, it already gave it a jolt to push the markets higher. So Ali didn't move as much. The other two stocks, the other three stocks, BDO, SM, and AC. AC was pretty much decent as well, but it was a push brought about by SM that brought the markets higher as well. Now, what are the news triggers? Yesterday, I'm not sure if you followed the narrative or global news. There was a disclosure also from the US that there might be an agreement already between China and the US. I don't know how firm this is, or if they will just go back on this months or weeks after that, and it might bring the market spiraling downward. However, that's what caused people to buy. Please remember what caused markets to go down and what caused jitters in the markets basically was the trade war. So if this gets resolved, if all of the fears of the trade war gets pushed out of the window, then suddenly you now have a larger sense of conviction for people to buy. So if that is out of the window and then you see a resolution to it, please remember, investors do not like uncertainty. The more uncertain markets are, the harder it will be for people to project and invest for the future as well. And as what I've mentioned before, the economy, the country is pretty much well oiled right now. We're doing much better than where we were last year. So all of the biggest triggers were just pretty much based on foreign markets. Now, that's a positive news from the global front. That's why even yesterday the markets already pushed higher with higher volume and around 1 billion value turnover. Let's wait for this to finish.
Afternoon, for information of all departing passengers on Philippine Airlines Flight Air 424 bound for Tokyo, Haneda. Here your boarding gate assignment is at gate number 7.
So there. Next, on the domestic front, I posted another video about this, just the video prior to this. I posted that inflation data is amazing. Inflation data is 0.8%. It's the lowest that we have ever gotten over the past 3 years. I think we had something lower around 2015, but this is pretty much low already. 2015, I think it was 0.7%. 0.8% still decent. If you want a detailed explanation on what stocks will do well, in lower inflation, why is this good for the economy, check the video prior to this. But ayun, I'm very, very optimistic about this. And you add what's happening in the global markets plus this good data in terms of inflation, that added a jolt of excitement for people who wanted to buy. And please remember, price movements basically it's a reflection of people's sentiment on whether they should buy or sell it. So the large movement that you're seeing now also is predicated on that news. Please remember though that on a technical aspect, that's why we're gonna check the charts in just a few moments, because it has to be validated by technicals. Any good news, any price movement, it has to be under the context of where it is from the range and where it is also from the resistance. So comment below if you're excited, because we haven't hit this level for quite a couple of months already. So for people who were asking what could be a possible trigger, we just had to wait up until November 5 for this to actually happen. So now let's look at the charts. But before we look at the charts, if you're excited, click PSEI or post or comment PSEI. If you're excited, comment buy. If you're excited, also comment stock market. Because that's why I just love making this video. This is my third video already for the day, but I just love documenting the process because it allows you guys also to be part of the journey. So ganun din, since I'm in my flight, so you will notice I use Chart Nexus for most of my trades. So basically, I take times like this where, let's wait for this to
Good
finish also.
evening, for the information of all departing passengers on Philippine Airlines Flight PR 509 bound for Singapore. Your boarding gate assignment is at gate number 6. Once again, for the information of all departing passengers on Philippine Airlines Flight PR 509 bound for Singapore. Your boarding gate assignment is at gate number 6.
Okay, I think that's my flight, but we're not yet boarding. So, anyways, what I do is I just take this and I analyze the charts very, very fast. I try to take 15 to 30 minutes a day to analyze my stocks, and ganun lang. I analyze it in the evening. So, the charts are downloaded right now. So, in the plane, I'm gonna analyze it for my trade tomorrow. So, basically, since the market is up, it would be nice if for the stocks that I have positions on, that if they're still breaking out, if they're pushing up, if they're still going up, I could still hold on to them. For those that later on in the next few days fail to break those resistances, it will be a trigger for me to sell. So if you notice it, all of this are just triggered on what the charts are telling me. That's why I love technical analysis. That's why I've been harping to people to just learn technical analysis, because it's the game. Because everything you need to know is found on what the charts are telling you.
Lim Alfonso. Passenger Alfonso Lim on Philippine Airlines Flight PR 310 bound for Hong Kong. Train Busina to gate number 11 and board the aircraft. This is your final call on the board list.
Hey guys, so now let's look at the chart. So as what I've mentioned over the past few trading days is that the market needs to break out from the resistance for it to do so well. So and that's what it did just a couple of days ago. It broke past this resistance now. That being said, the possible trajectory for it is will try to challenge this resistance at 2367. This is something that it tried to hit last July. Remember, last July there was a massive move up, but after that it hit that resistance 7 and it started to go down right after that. A couple of things people are asking, what could have caused this as a trigger also from a tech perspective. Look at this. The 200-day moving average already, the stock was already above the 200-day moving average, or the market was already above the 200-day moving average, denoting that it was bullish. Then you have this very, very strong, steep incline from the 20-day moving average or the 10-day moving average, denoting that there's also momentum in the stock as well. Then if I put the 20, if I put the 20 and the 50 and the put the 50 and the 100 day, it's also showing you also that it's bullish as well. So you have short, mid, and long-term oscillators showing you that it's bullish. Then you also have MACD above zero as well. There's no change in direction yet. So prior to this move up, what people did not know was how strong the move today would be. But what the technical indicators were showing that MACD was bullish. All short, mid, and long-term indicators were also bullish as well. Moving averages were bullish. Moving averages showing us momentum upward. Now, a couple of things you need to note is this. It needs to break out of A367. If it does not break out of A367, possible narrative and movement is it will just swing and consolidate again at this level. This is better. This is good as long as it stays above. As long as it stays above the 81 level, the market is in a better position than where it was before. I forgot this also, by the way, that as you look at it, the breakout was accompanied by a large amount of volume, which makes it very, 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 very legit. That being said, though, from a more optimistic scenario, if it breaks past the 8367 level, the next possible move it will bring it to the 8618 level. So now trading plan, because of the breakout, the move will bring it to 8367. Failure to break out of 8367, you can expect the market to retrace and can just hover in range 7991, 8000, 8100 will be the new range for it to actually move. But if it breaks out of 8367, possible movement will bring it to 8618. And if it breaks out of 8618, you can expect it to go to around and challenge the 9000 level, which was the amount or the level that it hit January 2018. And for those who are big fans of chart patterns, I don't know if this could form and build itself into a very, 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 very large rounding bottom. So let's see how it develops. But rest assured, I'm gonna try to update you and give you as much data, input, details as much as I can. So you guys win in the markets. So did you guys learn a lot? I hope you did because my main goal really is just to educate you and to give you the right insight so you can win in the stock market. So I'm gonna try to edit this video so that this gets posted before I go, so you get to see it also early pa in the evening. So I guess that's it for now. For those who are in Singapore, comment Singapore. For those who want to learn more about my next events, three left. Singapore, Davao, and Manila. Comment Singapore if you want to attend Singapore. Comment Manila if you want to attend Manila. Comment Davao if you want to attend Davao. Comment Shopee if you want to learn how you can grab a copy of my books as well. So that's it. We're almost hitting 50,000. Thank you so much to all of you guys who've been part of this journey. It's been exciting because, I don't know, it's exciting because I feel that the stock market is a very, very small niche. And just to have near 50,000 people who are interested about investing in the stock market to make their money work hard for them, for me, it's already a win. Thank you so much to everyone who's been part of this journey, the ones who have been here, even at the start, below 5,000 subscribers to where we are now. Thank you. It's always an honor. It's always a pleasure to be part. And I what I love about this is I want to hear stories of how this has also pushed you and brought you higher in terms of where your finances are. So this is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.